The corner, 2v1, rides the check there from Fitzgerald, and eventually gets knocked over in the corner there by Sykes. Good check. Who now? Far side of his own defensive zone, gets lined up there by Tucson, poked away, and Holland has to come and bail his teammates out. Demons are in the midst of a change. Tucson's pass was fanned. Turner did well to pick it up a loose puck. Threads it through now here near side. Armstrong driving towards the net, just couldn't shove it in on the short side there on Holland. Gets another go at it. Finds Dow now here at the point. Distance close. Oh, it trickled through there to Holland through a sea of legs. And we will have a whistle. Good intensity there on that last 60 seconds or so from the Demons. Let's have a look at the goal again. That was just after it, unfortunately. But there's a feed there from Woods. Found Ashby there in the high slot, and that was goal number 2. Fitzgerald getting the first. And it's 2-0 to the Blackhawks. 10 minutes to go here in this first period. Turner's shot is deflected and into the opposite corner. Di Lorenzo skates onto the puck. Just couldn't settle it down, and we have a whistle. And we have a penalty too. Looks like it's, that was in the numbers, it looked like. Not sure who the offender is. It looks like Yule is going to the bench. Nita is labouring over there in the corner. And there's a look at the goal there from Ashby. So power play coming up now here to the Demons. The penalty to Yule for boarding. So a crucial one if they're to get some momentum back, just conceding 2 early goals in the first 5 minutes. Goes back now here to Armstrong. Thought about the shot to Turner. Turner shot, oh, looking for a tip in front there as the setup man, Bender, set up there in the low slot, just couldn't tip it. And out come the Blackhawks now. McCoy finds his man now. Powell loose, wide angle shot, blocker saved by Jacques. And a good one from the Demons netminder. Picked up now here by Howell in the corner, and he'll start the breakout. And the zone entry now here for the Demons. Pass finds Kevin Dow, just touches it back now here for Bender. And Howell will skate back now for the puck. The Demons. Armstrong just evades the check there of Nita. Trying to look for a clear zone entry here of the Demons with 1:16 left on the penalty to Yule. Doing a pretty good job of taking that blue line away of the Blackhawks, but Armstrong's going to go back with a bit more momentum. Gets around Fitzgerald. Try to get around Nita. Drops it off now back to the point to Bender. Now to Howell. Looking for a shooting lane. Hasn't got one on offer. Decides to walk in. Slides it across. Trying to isolate Turner. Right idea. As Holland was still had a bit of a net to concede. Bender's shot is about a half a foot wide there of the blocker side of Damien Holland. Armstrong back out through over the blue line. Armstrong to the outside with Fitzgerald. Demons finishing up a change. Sent across here by Bender. And a give and go slap pass, and walking in a shot, a good save. That was off Turner. And Holland out to challenge and snuffed that one out there for the Blackhawks. Good job now here by McCoy to get in behind the Demons defense. McCoy moving in. McCoy evades the check. Great shot from McCoy. Shoots. Great save from Jacques. A good solo effort there from Jack Dusty McCoy, ex-Melbourne Mustang. And very nearly 3-0 on the short-handed marker. 15 seconds left on the power play here to the Demons. Turner trying to muff to something and over the blue line. 1v1, round 3. Turner still has it. Had an open net to shoot at, but no one in support. Looking back to the point now here to Dow. Sends it across. Quick shot, and that one was wide of the net. Di Lorenzo went looking for it. Turner, as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Yule is back on the ice. They score! I think that was tipped in front there by Tucson. Or Di Lorenzo, I'm not sure. Didn't see that as Armstrong's initial shot was tipped on the way through. It looks like it's going to be credited to Mitch Di Lorenzo, and he's got the first of the game for the Demons. They cut the deficit in half, 2-1 here in game number 2. Let's have a look at the replay. There's the initial shot. Tucson had sent up in front. I think they're both going to be claiming it, but it looks like it was awarded to Mitch Di Lorenzo. And he has the goal for the Demons, lone goal of the game. 6:46 to go in period number 1. Been a action-packed, fast period. Apologies about the technical glitches earlier. We had the wrong stream up. We had the stream up for the following game, which is the Blackhawks and Jets game 2, which we'll be doing later at 9 o'clock, provided there's no overtime or presentations after this one. This sent the length of the ice. Nyamuka goes back, whips it around. Pavey will pick it up, or may he not. Markham did a pretty good job to apply the pressure. Tucson just decked his man there in Longmuir. He got sent to the ice with a shoulder. Pavey gains the center line, shot it into his own man, Matt Hockman, and that will be a face-off as Damien Holland elects to cover. So still a 2-1 game. 5:54 remaining in the period. Remember, running time for these games, except if it's within the last 2 minutes. And we might have a breakaway whistle, though. I think that was for a hand pass, I believe. High stick is the call there from referee Craig Armstrong-Frey. And that was off to the races there, as Yule couldn't believe his luck. Yeah, clearly played there with a high stick. Almost touched there by the Demons and would have cancelled it out. Draw one now here by the Blackhawks. Shot off the glass there by McCoy, back out to centre. Swatted at and picked up now here by Powell, just onside. Good job there by Yule. But just a little bit of indecision. And this one sent in. McCoy couldn't keep it onside. Armstrong pokes this one through now here to Turner. He's going to break in 2-on-2. Turner to the outside. Harassment there from Powell. Did enough to force the puck wide. Now here's Armstrong. And he has to retreat all the way to his own blue line to reset the power play, excuse me, the even strength of his zone entry would be more appropriate. Here's Bailey now. Sends it out to Turner. Touched into the zone, and the Demons will change up personnel. Sands, Armstrong, and De Lorenzo. Nita muscled off the puck. Did a good job now to get it out eventually. But they've coughed it straight up, and Howe will take over now here for the Demons. 4:22 to go, 2-1 the score. Howe just touches this one, looking for Kevin Dow. Nita sent the check coming, send it the rest of the way after gaining the center red line. And it comes back now here to Bender. Dow chops at the puck. Ashby, the goal scorer, the go-ahead goal so far, managed to keep it on the right side of the blue line. Bender picks it up now here for the Demons. It's Pavey calling for it on the near side. Howe has it, sends it through center. Here finds Kevin Dow. Just pulls up, waits for support to arrive, and has to wait for a point shot from Bender. Fanned on it. Howe has the remainder of it, though. Howe, his drive, and kicked out by Bussey. It's loose in the slot. And he holds on. Right idea, shooting at the opposite pad to create the rebound as we have a look at the replay. Good, intelligent play here from Kevin Dow to pull up and wait for the trailers. You just see Bender fanning on the shot, and here's the shot there from... that could have nearly ricocheted in there off the legs of either Sykes or Pavey. But... to the Blackhawks' credit, it didn't. And here comes Longmuir back the other way. Longmuir with who? To the outside. His shot is over the glove of Jark. And no threat to the Demons' netminder. Tucson puts it up ice. Hoffman in pursuit. Holland just helps it around the rest of the way. Markham, well, his pass is intercepted now. Hoffman on one knee, did well to control the puck, but coughed it up in the end. Markham gets the puck back at the lone hand there for the Blackhawks. Just elects to chip and chase. Jark out of his net now to try and settle down a loose puck. Markham did a pretty good job on the forecheck there. Danger not over as far as the Demons' defense is concerned. Markham in the corner, just touched it through. Dow pulls up, shoots it on net, and trying to clear the zone, I should say, as Tucson has it to the near side. Sent across ice. McCoy all by himself. Nita calling for it on the near side. McCoy assessing his options. Yule on the ice now here for the Blackhawks. It's sent across to Powell onside. Here's Yule now, pulling up to the high side. Backhand shot, he scores! What a goal there from Logan Yule. Intelligent setup there from Tommy Powell. And just like that, it is 3-1. The Blackhawks again with a 2-1 lead. 4 goals in the first period, and still have 2 minutes to play. As we take a look at the replay, as you see Powell just onside, pulls up, waits for Yule to gain some time and space, draws his man down. Beautiful backhand shot, finds the roof of the net. 14 goals, 33 points on the regular season, Logan Yule. And he's added to the Blackhawks tally this evening. He's got one of their 3 goals. The other's going to Ashby and Fitzgerald so far. So Armstrong and Yule have a bit of a conversation after that hit. Yule has the puck. Yule back to the point. Here's Nita. Good time and space. Shot through traffic. Blocked up high. And Armstrong will skate out now here for the Demons. Saucer pass. Turner did a pretty good job there despite the attention from McCoy. And McCoy wins that battle. And just elects to reverse cycle the puck. As Yule hurts it the rest of the way, gets a retaliatory check, and Fitzgerald is onside and behind the Demons' defense. Here comes Fitzgerald, near side, drag and drop, he shoots! Oh, he hit the side of the net. Had everyone beat but the side of the net. There did Fitzgerald, and very nearly 4-1 the Blackhawks is Armstrong the other way in behind with Turner arriving late. Armstrong pulls up, looks for the trailer, finds it there in De Lorenzo, just couldn't control that pass. And the Blackhawks now, Connors spots his man Powell, and that would have been centimetres in it. And that was nearly a 2-on-1 the other way as Powell and Skrzynski play unintentionally grabbed your stick. As you can just see, here's Fitzgerald moving in. Oh, nice move. It might have just been that that stick press there from Howell. It was just enough, but he had everything bar the net to beat. Wright goes back for the puck now. Sends it around. Finds Bailey in the opposite corner. Move now here to Pavey. Ashby shoves him. Doesn't separate him from the puck, but does now. Holland just got the puck away, and that will do it. Action-packed first period here between the Blackhawks and Demons in game number 2. After the first period, it's the Blackhawks 3, the Demons 1. Goals to Yule, Fitzgerald, and Ashby for the Blackhawks. And for the Demons, Mitch De Lorenzo with the sole reply, with just a minute in between intermissions in this one. So don't forget, stay tuned. We're doing the Senior B Game 2 Grand Final, which will be the Blackhawks and the Jets after this. And tomorrow night, Senior C and D, Blackhawks and Jets at 8 o'clock. And D grade, Ice Wolves and Demons from about, well, the late one, the late shift, 10 o'clock. So as ever, action period number 2. Blackhawks 3 leading the Demons 1 here in game number 2. And Yule chips this one right off the draw. Jark out of his net to play it here for the Demons. Clearing attempt is snuffed out, as is Dow. Yule has it, centers it in front, looking there for Fitzgerald. Chops at the puck, couldn't settle it down. And McCoy will clean up now here for the Blackhawks. Dump this one in, they'll touch up onside. And back to get it now here for the Demons. As Nyamuka feathers it up ice, runs into his man, did a good job of separating him from the puck. Dow just touches this one now here to Tucson at the near side. And it goes rink wide now here to De Lorenzo, who has the lone goal of the game for the Demons. His clearing attempt goes just past the net of Holland. Nita picks up with some time and space behind the net, shoots it out to Powell at the far side. Gains the line, dumps it in, and forces Jark into a save as Connors collides with his man Dow at the blue line. Tucson now, muscled there by Ashby. That just goes past Sykes. Connors will have to clean this one up as Dow was in pursuit. Who did a good job to settle that puck down. He's chopped at, draws a couple of players to him. Who moving in, who backhand shot. Penalty coming up. As well, Jark goes down after colliding there, I think, with Ashby, but play continues. And it looks like we've got a Demons penalty and a Blackhawks penalty because the arm came up. With the hook was the initial call. So this is going to be interesting. No, it's just going to be a penalty on the Demons, I believe. This is Alain Jacques went steaming to the Demons bench, believing that he was the victim of said penalty, and Jeremy Bender is off for hooking. Let's have a look at this burst here. Throw Jeff Hu there. Look, clear hook there by Bender. Couldn't get his shot away in time. And then you see the collision here between Ashby. Well, he was pushed in there by Dowell on a second look, but anyway, power play now here to the Blackhawks. McCoy has it just inside the blue line. Sent across ice now. As Yule is absolutely hammered there by Howe. Gets straight back up, but contests for the puck and returns with a check of his own. Howe wins that one. Sends it up ice as Pavey goes looking for a loose puck. Great defensive effort there by Tommy Powell to cancel out a sure breakaway there for Jay Pavey. Powell in behind. Outlet pass. About 94 seconds remaining on this man advantage. The first of the evening for the Blackhawks. McCoy only had the 2 penalties in the game so far. Connors. Well, made a meal of that attempt. Yule has to go 1v1 with Powell. It's near the side of that. Fitzgerald fans on it. Back it comes. Powell with a shot. He scores! Powell play goal. The Blackhawks extend their lead to 3. It is 4-1. 15 left on the clock here in this second period. And this Premier Division Grand Final game number 2. The Blackhawks had to come in and win to keep this series alive, and so far they're doing just that. Tommy Powell led all Blackhawks players by quite some margin on the regular season. 30 goals and 29 assists, 59 points. And he has a goal this evening. We have a look. Fitzgerald fanned on the initial shot. Powell just picked his spot and went low glove side with plenty of traffic in front. And it's exactly what they ordered. Just early in this second period, the Demons with some work to do if they're to pull this back. 3 goals they trail by as that clearing attempt goes back into the opposite corner. Woods of the Travis variety, not the Tristan variety. They unfortunately have to play with on Saturday night. Goes digging at the puck. Slung across there as it's cleared out. Who did a good job, great job to drain his man to the ice and get a shot away as Ashby was providing the screen in front. And the Demons breathe easy on that one. It's cleared through. Jacques had to force himself into a save. It's poked through by Ashby, and Jacques, a busy man in the last 2 or 3 shifts, and he covers. Just a shade under 14 minutes. If you have to look at the replay, well, that was actually the celebration from Tommy Powell, one of 4 separate goal scorers this evening for the Blackhawks. Ashby, Ewell, Powell and Fitzgerald to be exact. De Lorenzo, the lone goal scorer for the Demons. Sayers comes the check on Tucson. Got the better of it though. Here's Hoffman now. Nice job to stick handle through his man in Nita. It comes back the other way now here through McCoy with a head of steam through center. Gets some close attention from Tucson and Dow. Still has the puck as Jack McCoy. He comes to meet in a 4-person sandwich there. Tucson just gloves the puck down. And McCoy's done a good job to open some space up for Nita. Feather touches it through now here to Longmuir. Can he pull up? No, he can't. Poked out. And Tucson did a good job to get it through to Dow. And he is in behind the Blackhawks defense. Dow with a shot into the shoulder there of Holland. And the rebound dealt with. And back out to center. Good counter attack there from the team in red, blue and white, says Longmuir just couldn't capitalize on that poke check. It comes back the other way. We've got a 2-on-1 developing though potentially here for the Demons. Dow in a similar position on the last play. Shoots! Oh, he scores! What a shot there from Kevin Dow. That went high over the left shoulder, I think, of Damian Holland, and he's cut the deficit to 2. It's now 4-2. And that's just exactly what the Demons needed if they were to try and stay in striking distance of this one. If we take a look at the replay, here's Dow just at the top of the circle. Gains it, goes into the bottom of the circle. Yeah, went straight over the left shoulder of Holland. Great shot straight under the crossbar. Kevin Dow gets the second Demons goal of the game, and it's 4-2. Fast-paced IHV Premier game, period number 2. 6 goals already. Yule pulls up. Now here to Powell. Just inside. His shot is loose in front, and Yule can't take advantage of a loose puck. Back to the point it goes. Slung on net. Blocked up high though by De Lorenzo, who gets muscled to the ice. Down. Comes back out. Who's going to have to get some wheels on if he's going to be first to the puck and beat Armstrong? Did a pretty good job in the end. And it's puck now here to Tommy Powell. 3-on-2 break now here for the Blackhawks. The other way if they can take advantage. It's dropped off. Shot by Yule is wide. It's loose in front, and Fitzgerald can't stuff it home on the stick side. Well, some end-to-end stuff here on these last 2 shifts. That pass just out of the reach there of Tucson. Sykes comes in and cleans up for the Blackhawks. Hockman dispossessed there by Powell. Goes back into the corner. Read the check. Comes back out now here to the neutral zone. And Howe will clean up and get racked. Give it back now here to Bender. Gets muscled there by Fitzgerald. Who did a good job shouldering his man into the glass. There's 2 Demons players loose in the slot. And puck can't get through to either of them thanks to the defense of Jeff Hu. just backhands this one out to Yule. Took the check there as he touched this one out to the neutral zone. Intelligent play from him. And the Blackhawks trying to change personnel. Bender, long-range try, gloved pretty easily there by Holland. Sends this one around. Skrolinski throws one on net. It was cut off before it troubled the net, and there's trouble now developing for the Demons. Here's Ashby down the far side. His shot is saved there by Jacques, as Bender provided the sliding block and I think took most of the angle away in the end. And the ice really starting to open up here in this second period. 3 goals in the first, 3 in the second. And we've got a 6-goal game already. Woods just onside, got belted there by Bender. Ashby comes in to lend a hand. Skrolinski dug at the puck and got it now here to Hockman. 1v1. He just has to feather touch this one in as his compatriots are changing. If they pass out to center, I don't think Ashby was wise to it, but he got it in the end after Pavey couldn't settle down the puck. Here's Ashby, shouldered away. Bailey just shoots it into no man's land, and Nita will have to go back and retrieve the puck as icing is cancelled out by the linesman. Nita just chips it out, comes back now here to Woods, sends it cross ice, or had Longmuir camped there on the blue line, and on the opposing blue line, Nita has to poke it back out to center, and the Demons will reset the zone entry. 9:30 to go, 4-2 to the Blackhawks. If you're just tuning in here on YouTube on IHV Premier Division Grand Final, game number 2. Demons lead the series 1-0. Poked out there, Longmuir trying to slap it back out. Holland out of his net, settles it down. Nita with a man on him, just reverses it, but it's going to go straight back to the point now here to Bailey. As well, clearing attempt there from McCoy. I think the intended target was Longmuir, but it was just behind him. That will be icing. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Damien Holland. So we take a look at the replay here. This is the last goal here for the Blackhawks, I believe. So that was just an attempt, excuse me. I thought that was Powell's last Blackhawks goal. Here's a shot off the draw, and that goes wide. That was Armstrong on the try that time. Back now here to Nyamuka at the point. Wrist shot, and that was going wide. Holland making sure of it. Sent back out to center. Dow had the puck poked away from him by Longmuir. 1v2. Longmuir just avoids the check. Penalty coming. And that's going to be a trip, I believe. Yep, tripping is the call. Houston Longmuir draws the penalty, and the Blackhawks back to the power play. Nyamuka, the offender on that occasion. The Blackhawks 1 for 1 on the man advantage so far this evening. And they'll look to go 2 for 2. And there's the pass now. That was the clearing attempt there from Longmuir. You can see there as that shot got through to Jacques. Not too many penalties in this game. Both teams having 2 goes on the man advantage. It's the Blackhawks' turn at the moment. Who drops it off. Shot by Yule is comfortably kicked out there by Jacques. Sent in front. Fitzgerald, they're parked in the high slot. Puck didn't get through to him, and Armstrong going to have to take over as he's muscled to the ice there by Fitzgerald as that puck is whipped down ice and nearly took out backup goaltender Kieran Long here on the bench. As is sent now, needed for the next game, can't get injured. Here's Powell now, far side. Here's a shot, and that one was blocked there by Dow. Powell sends it across ice. Fitzgerald there by himself. But his penalty, it says Yule now throws the body. Fitzgerald comes into Lance's assistance. Good job there from Bender, I believe. That was on face down. And he manages to force the puck back out over the blue line. And the Blackhawks will have to reset on the zone entry. Powell forced to chip it as the Blackhawks power play are changing. Connors did well to read that one off the bench. Had it poked away from him. Connors back to who? Tried to get that in behind the net, and the puck comes back out to the neutral zone where Armstrong has it 1v2. Armstrong around one, offside. Or are we? Tripping the call. I'm not sure who the offender was. It's a Blackhawks penalty nonetheless. That'll cancel out the power play. It looks like Brendan Connors the offender on that time. And so we'll have a short 4-on-4, and then we'll have a Demons power play the other way. I didn't see where the penalty was. Probably just out of shot. Here's the check on Armstrong in the corner. Fitzgerald sent him to the ice. And as Naimuka getting ready to step back on the ice, as we now have a 5-on-4 to the Demons and their third power play of the game. 5:44 to go here in the second. Blackhawks with a 2-goal lead. Armstrong with a burst of speed down the near side. Armstrong now looking for options, just delays and decides to go behind the net. Out to De Lorenzo, touch back to the point now here to Turner. Screen in front from Pavey. Here's a cranking shot there from Armstrong. And that ended up being blocked and into the corner. McCoy tried to clear the zone, only as far as De Lorenzo was well positioned. Did well to get the puck back near here to Dow. Armstrong calling for it on the opposite point. Dow fanned on that cycling attempt. And so that bought some time there for McCoy to at least cause a nuisance. The puck comes back to the point. Here's Dow. Fires, it's tipped in front and Harlan with a save. They score! Armstrong on the rebound. A power play goal, and the Demons have cut the deficit to within 1. With 4.5 remaining here in this second period. That's exactly what they ordered. Let's have a look at this on the replay. Here's Dow with the initial shot. Looks like it was tipped off Wood's stick. Loose rebound. Armstrong. Holland got a piece of it. And just like that, it is 4-3. And we have a hockey game here. After the Blackhawks got the jump early in the period and then looked to, after a strong first period, and then the Demons have clawed their way back into it. And that will be offside, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Dow and Fitzgerald do battle in the face-off now. Back now here to who? Gets muscled to the ice there by Tucson. What a hit as Powell has the puck now here for the Blackhawks. Powell just kicks this one into the corner to Yule. Back out to the point. That one was wide. And who will have to skate all the way back despite being rattled earlier. Goes wide to his defensive partner in Sykes. Nice up ice pass there to Yule. Just poked it forward. Powell just couldn't get the read on it. Bender will have to go back to get it. Blackhawks are offside and can't touch the puck. Now they can. Now here to Tucson, just wide of his stick. Who sent it up ice, touched on brilliantly. Fitzgerald just out of his reach. And Bender will have to come in as he is bulldozed there by Fitzgerald in the corner. Throwing some shoulders in this game is Andrew Fitzgerald. As this one goes back the other way, foot race between the two 57s. And we've got a penalty coming up. I think we've got a 5-minute major coming up. Andrew Fitzgerald, the captain of the Blackhawks, is being booted from the game. 5 in a game, according to referee Craig Armstrong-Frey. That is a huge, huge penalty and a huge call to make in a game like this. Let's have a look at the replay. So there's Bender with Fitzgerald. There's the check. Okay, so I think he's making the argument that he went head first into the boards. Let's have a look. We get another see on the replay. Here's the shoulder. He touched the puck, so it's not interference. So definitely a boarding, I would say, at least. But a 5-in game is, in a game like this, is a huge call to make. But if it's there, you got to call it. But I know my 2 cents, having the benefit of replay in another angle, says it was probably worth a 2, not a 5. So I'm just going to listen into the call here. 1 second. All right. So spearing is the call. All right, if we can provide another replay, we'll have a look. So apparently spearing is the call against Fitzgerald. Wasn't the actual check, nothing wrong with it. That was the only thing I could see. I couldn't see the actual spear. So a 5-minute power play coming up now here to the Demons as Fitzgerald kicked out of the game and potentially will miss the next one if this goes to a game 3. So we might have a look at that during the intermission. We've got a bit more time to queue up the replay. But 5-minute power play nonetheless, coming away the Demons. And a big kill if the Blackhawks are as far as they're concerned. Here's a foot race now here. But Dow just pulls up, reverses, sends it up ice now here to Turner. 44 seconds left in the period. Time for a couple of attacking drives now here for the Demons. Dow drops it off now here to Armstrong. His shot kicked out there by Holland and goes out now here to Dow. Chipped into the corner. And Turner will go and fish the puck up for the Demons. Pulls up. Pretty handy season for the Melbourne Mustangs this year, Lee Turner. He's a former Sydney player. Here's Armstrong now, trying to get cross-ice pass, trying to isolate Holland. Oh, he's on his stomach, made the save. And Holland coming up big there for the Blackhawks. We've got 2 seconds left. Armstrong looking for a shot, and that's gloved by Holland. And, well, an action-packed second period. It was 2-1 at the first intermission. It's now 4-3. The Blackhawks still have a 1-goal lead, but they are now sans their captain, Andrew Fitzgerald. 5-minute major for Spearing. 5-minute game for Spearing, I should say. IHF rules. Here's Armstrong. Here's that last attempt. Pavey just couldn't lift it over Damien Holland, who did enough there to take the angle away, and then Dow's follow-up went over the crossbar. But I said the story of that period. Andrew Fitzgerald, 5 minutes and a game for Spearing. I think it was about a 90 seconds, 2-minute remaining mark of that period. If we could potentially take another look at that, but if we can't, no big deal. Go back and rewind it on the stream. And a big third period coming up for both teams. So 4 minutes left on this power play. Game number 2, Blackhawks 4, Demons 3. Blackhawks need to win to force it to a game 3 next week. And the Demons looking to close it out 2-0 and take home the trophy this evening. We're about 18 minutes away from either outcome, barring overtime. Look at Damien Holland. He's got to come up big for the Blackhawks this period. He's going to be their busiest penalty killer. Elaine Jark having a pretty good game at the other end. Despite the score, the Blackhawks have been pretty proactive on the attacking side of things, as the score reiterates, but they're going to be firmly on the defensive side of the equation here for the next 3.5 minutes or so. Armstrong, rink wide now here to Turner, with Bender and Dow on this first power play unit. Howell on the other point. Armstrong now looking for a shooting lane. Touched off to the near side. Now here to Turner. Looking for a lane. Conservative penalty kill here so far from the Blackhawks. There's a shot through traffic, and that to the left there of Damien Holland. Howell's clearing attempt is cut off now here by Dow of the Kevin variety. Back now here to Howell, former long-time Melbourne Ice player. Dow sends it in, and Holland takes the risk and sends it into the corner, but Armstrong has it just inside his own blue line, using all the real estate available to him. Feathers it through, looking for a tip from Bender. Well read from Holland. And he covers. Best chance of the power play so far for the Demons. As we take a look at the replay here, this is in the other end towards the end of the period. That was the last chance. Gloved by Holland. 2:51 left on the penalty, being served currently by Houston Longmuir. Penalty 5 and a game for Spearing to Andrew Fitzgerald, the captain. And this is poked out now here by Connors. Blue attire as he was going to go one-on-one with his opposite number 4 there, Russell Dow. And the Demons in their own end now here on this power play, but they're going to go back into their attacking end through Armstrong with Turner. Armstrong to the outside around McCoy. McCoy did enough there to poke the puck and cause some chaos here for Armstrong. Just delay him a few seconds or so. All about washing those seconds off the clock on the penalty kill. Nita probably took one step too many, but managed to clear the puck regardless. Jark will look to gain a quick re-entry as far as the Demons' power play is concerned. Flipped up onto the opposite side now. Turner just settles it down. Back to the point now. Dow looking for Armstrong near side as we approach the under 2-minute mark of this major penalty. There's a shot now from near side. There was Turner looking for it. Delayed a little too long as Armstrong's shot is blocked through traffic. Oh, the Blackhawks got out of jail. Lee Turner had an eternity to shoot that puck. And in the end, Armstrong's shot was blocked. His De Lorenzo's initial shot, we actually faked the shot and sent it to Turner. Well read there by Holland in the end, I must say, to cover that angle post to post. But that unattended man almost made it 4-4. Turner just left the puck behind, slapped at there by Powell, wanting a penalty. Referee's arm stays down. Just interchanges places there with Armstrong. Turner cranks one and straight into the chest of Damien Holland, and he holds on. So 1 minute left on this 5-minute power play for the Demons. 4-3 the score. As Sykes rubbed out there by Turner. Sent across now here to Bender. Looking for Howe there coming in from the point. Sends it back to the point, the opposite one to Armstrong. Turner gains the face-off circle, tried to feather that one through. Loose puck, they jam at it. Turner puts it back to the high slot. Cross ice, there's a shot, and that went off the post, I think. Great chance there for the Demons to make that 4-4. Here's Turner. 23 seconds left on the man advantage here for the Demons. Blackhawks doing a pretty good job of limiting shots to the outside so far. Here's Turner. His shot, and that was kicked aside. Going wide nonetheless, but made sure of there by Holland. As Houston Longmuir looks set to rejoin the action at the expiration of this penalty. Sent across, and both Demons players out of position. Huge penalty kill there for the Blackhawks. 5-minute major penalty killed off without conceding anything. And the score remains 4-3. Looking to catch the Blackhawks on a change are the Demons. Shot from Bender, and that's pretty calmly gloved by Holland. Going to see that all day. And he holds on. So Blackhawks rejigging their lines with the loss of their captain. He was not only providing a attacking presence, a pretty physical one as well. 3 or 4 big hits in the game so far, but he's now in the dressing room, unfortunately. Blackhawks are going to have to dig deep now to come away with a win and force this to a game 3. There's a big hit there from Longmuir, an illegal one according to the referee. Connors pulls up. Cross ice now here to McCoy. Has targets up ice, one of them Ashby, the other one Nita, but that's on the far side. And up now here to Nyamuka. To Dow, into the corner. Cut off there. And here comes now here to Ashby. Ashby can't get a trace on it. Connors can, and that's blocked. It went off Tucson's shin pad. And it's lofted out now here to the center ice. And McCoy will settle it down now here for the team in white, black, and red. Sends it cross ice. There for Connors. Just got enough real estate on it. Takes the check and loses the puck in the process. Dow has it. Gets shouldered there and sent back the other way. And the Blackhawks will have to reset here through Nash. Centering pass there to dead center of ice. Connors couldn't settle it down. And it comes back to Evan McCoy as the Blackhawks in the midst of a change, as are the Demons. Wright's going to get to the puck first for both clubs. Sends it back now here to Armstrong to wheel around and get around one man, that being Powell. He's got 2 other men to deal with. Got through 3 out of 4 so far, appealing for a penalty. Not according to either official. And icing cancelled out. Oh, I thought it was going to be. I think there's a bit of indecision there between both linesmen. And are we going to have a center ice face-off? So the Blackhawks bench just getting a talking to. I think that was in terms of allegedly calling the icings for the on-ice officials. Order restored. 11:22 to go. 4-3. 1 goal lead to the Blackhawks if you're just tuning in here. IHV Premier Division Grand Final, game number 2. Demons lead 1-0. The Blackhawks currently lead by 1 goal in this one. Who backhands this one around? Powell. Probably been the Blackhawks' best player this evening. Bailey with some time and space in behind the net. For an outlet pass, just goes off the kick plate. finds a teammate there in Turner. Now here to Dow on the opposite side of the ice. Who had him in the crosshairs, and Dow was wiser to it. Powell just buys his teammate some time intelligently there to tie the puck up. And it's just chipped up ice now here by Nash. Bailey sent it back into the zone, and Holland will come out to play it. Who just backhands this one out now here to Connors. Connors did well almost around Howe. Timely poke check from him as Connors well and truly had the speed and the momentum. We're talking about speed and momentum. Here's Armstrong. He is chopped at and won himself a penalty. So a few chirps or two coming from the Blackhawks bench about the validity of said penalty, but well, at least the slash was there in my opinion from the armchair here in the commentary box. That was a stick lift. That was all right. Like, it was a slash, definitely, not a trip, but yeah, he sold it. Definitely sold it. But, well, take it as the finals. Anything pretty much goes in terms of trying to do everything you can to win. And the Blackhawks not making it easy for themselves. 5-minute major they killed off. Now they've got to kill off another 2-minute minor as we approach the halfway mark of period number 3. The Demons looking to tie this game and send it into overtime at least. There's this one sent cross ice. Armstrong now building momentum over the blue line. Cranks one. Oh, that was off the crossbar. Very nearly a power play goal as Yule putting on the Jets and beaten to it in the end, trying to force the short-handed opportunity. And this one set now here to Armstrong. Gets around McCoy. Armstrong moving in on Holland. Armstrong backhand. And Holland took enough of the time and angle away. And Matt Armstrong causing havoc here for the Blackhawks defense at the moment. Sent across ice. There's a one-time shot, and that was blocked as McCoy came across and took that angle away, and he sends the puck back up the ice. 8:53 to go, 1:15 left on the power play here to the Demons. 1 for 5 on the power play this evening so far. Not having as much success as they would like. Turner to the outside, over the line. It was just in front of Bender there. Back to here to Dow. So look to put it on net. He's pinned pretty well up high there by Powell. And 44 seconds left on the penalty. Turner sends it down. There's Turner, two men in front of the net there for the Demons, and the puck can't get through to either of them. They managed to get the scraps in the end. Dow touches it behind. Just tits it off the kick plate. And Turner outnumbered in the end, but Armstrong's got the puck. 10 seconds left on the penalty, and that's going to go back out to the neutral zone, and that will buy the Blackhawks some time to wash out the remainder of this penalty and avert the danger for at least. But here's Armstrong now moving the burst of speed. Armstrong shoots, good save from Holland. Rebound, oh, and Turner put it wide. As Dow follows up, and that's gloved by Holland, and he's been the best player on the ice in this third period for the Blackhawks. So far, it's 4-3. No change to the scoreline yet since the start of the second intermission. Just recapping the goal scorers. Powell, Logan, Yule, Andrew Fitzgerald, and Oliver Ashby. Excuse me, for the Blackhawks. Armstrong has a pair, Armstrong, Bender, and De Lorenzo, single goal scorers for the Demons so far. 7 minutes to go. Connors gains the line, dumps it in. There's Jacques, who's been relatively quiet this period. Demons have done probably about 80% of the attacking in this period. Connors, Markham couldn't settle down a bouncing puck. McCoy just lofts this one into the zone. Howe pulls up, shouldered there by Connors. Good job, 1v1 to allow his teammate Markham to come in and assist, but Howe's actually won that battle. Good job from him. Markham with a puck at the half wall, just throws a wrist shot on and gains his team a face-off as Jacques is forced into a save. Six minutes to go. One goal still the score in favor of the advantage to the Blackhawks here in game number 2. Sent out now here to Kevin Dow. Near side, McCoy. Nice read of the shoulders there from McCoy, but Armstrong with a better read is to the outside. Armstrong now got Dow going to the puck with him, and that just bounced over Dow's stick. And Tommy Powell will evade to the check there of Dow. Managed to get up ice now here to Yule. Sends it cross ice. Woods all by himself. Return feed, settled down well. Backhand shot from Yule. Oh, that went wide. Danger not over though. Logan Yule trying to muster something. Turnaround shot. That's kicked out there by Jacques. Powell with a drive, and it's loose in front. And 3 good chances there from the Blackhawks. That's the best offense they've had all period, really. Probably half their shot count, I would argue, for this previous 18 minutes. 5 minutes of playing time in regulation left, and we still have a 1-goal game. Armstrong camped at the opposing blue line with Dow arriving late. And that one was just touched enough to steer the momentum back to the right side of the neutral zone. Woods passes off a skate, and whistle fortuitously here for the Demons. Dow to Armstrong. His shot, and that's straight into the breadbasket there of Holland, and he covers up. Damien Holland, 13 games on the year, finished with a save percentage of .881. Even got an assist earlier this year. Only the 1 shutout as well. Back out to the neutral zone we go. Wright skating back to it with Howe on the opposite point. Longmuir did well there to win that battle and gain his team a few meters of offensive zone territory, but it's going back into the opposing defensive territory and the attacking territory of the Demons. Longmuir pulls up. Sykes just lost that battle as Who went head hunting, or shoulder hunting at least I should say. Ashby took the shoulder. Back now here to Howe. His shot is blocked, goes cross ice, and follow-up drive there from Bender is gloved by Holland. And we're approaching stop time territory. We're at approximately 1 minute 40 away from it. I'll keep one eye here on Alain Jacques at the other end of the ice to see if the Demons pull for a 6-skater. Draw one now here by the Blackhawks. McCoy back now here to Yule, near side of the ice. Up ice now here to Powell. Evaded the check there of Bailey. Got a man at the far side. Powell tried to go through to him there, and Bailey did well to break that play up. Kept in by McCoy. His drive, and a good save by Jacques. Moving right to left and buying his team an offensive zone face-off. Tired legs on both sides of the ice this stage of the game. As 2:58 remains, 1-goal game here at the O'Brien Icehouse. Whipped around there by Bailey behind the net. Kept in by, almost kept in there by Nita. Turner beat him to it. McCoy. We'll see if the Blackhawks decide to play ultra-conservative here for the next 2 minutes or so. Just the lone forechecker there being Woods. Sent up now here to Dow. Poked at there at the neutral zone by Nita. Armstrong puts the Jets on. Armstrong goes around his man, appeals for a penalty. And nothing forthcoming out of that. I think you probably used up your penalty credit earlier. I didn't think that. I'll have to have a look at the replay on that to see if there was any contact. But anyway, McCoy slashes the puck, and Jacques out of his net, excuse me, to play this puck up ice. Dow to his brother Kevin. Turner, far side of the ice. Armstrong just pulls up. And, well, he ends up with 2 sticks in the end as Logan Yule's one is in the glove there of Armstrong. Dropped off now. Connor's read that one almost, and picking the pocket there of Matt Armstrong. 100 seconds left in period number 2. Still a 1-goal game. And the Blackhawks trying to hold on now here for the victory. Longmuir. Well, blind pass is picked off. And this might open the door now here for the Demons. Here's Turner. Now through to Armstrong. His shot is just wide of the net. Good job there from McCoy to, Jeff Hu in the end. As Jacques heads to the bench, and we are 6 on 5 now here for the remainder of this game. Sykes has the puck, had an opportunity to ice the game. Here's Powell. His shot, and that one is blocked. The last line of defense there by Naimuka. And the very last line of defense being the end zone glass. As the Demons now trying to get this on the right side of their attacking blue line. Here's De Lorenzo, already got one tonight. Woods now to Howe, trying to touch this off now here to Bender, into the corner. 44 seconds remain. McCoy goes to work there, 1v2. Goes in behind the net. Holland tried to clear the zone, comes now here for Pavey, goes back to the point now here to De Lorenzo. Oh, Turner had a yearning net to shoot at, but he has the puck now here near side. Back to the point it goes, and that's out of the zone. Nyamuka has it now near side, has to clear for the rest of his teammates. Howe was just onside. Sent across ice now here to De Lorenzo. 15 seconds left. Nyamuka now settles the puck down, sends it near side. Here's McCoy. McCoy with the puck in the neutral zone, just gains a few meters. This is going to be the game. Or was it timely stick there by Pavey? But it will matter not, as the Blackhawks hang on to win 4-3 and force this series to a third and deciding game here next week at the O'Brien Icehouse. And, well, that second period had everything. No goals in the third period. And, well, just a quick recap of the goal scorers for the Demons. De Lorenzo, Bender and Armstrong with singles. And for the Blackhawks, Tommy Powell, Logan Newell, Andrew Fitzgerald and Oliver Ashby, all single goal scorers. Story of that game, Andrew Fitzgerald, the 5-minute major for spearing. Blackhawks killed the penalty and arguably was the turning point and deciding factor in that game, in my opinion. Well, we will head to game 3 here next week at the O'Brien Icehouse here for Premier Division. And, well, we hope you can join us. And stay tuned, though. We're going to have Senior C. Senior C. That's what I was going to say. I was going to get my times wrong. Premier B up next. Blackhawks and Jets. Game number 2. Blackhawks lead 1-0 over the Jets. Jets looking to force it to game 3. And the Blackhawks looking to close it out. My name's Steve White. We'll see you in about half an hour's time for the Premier B. And we'll see you here next week for game number 3.